Good morning, this is Phil Lilley, Lilley's Landing Resort and Marina on Lake Taneycomo. Going to do one cast this morning. I have boated up to the dam this morning. They're running that 35 megawatts of power, which is a little more than half a unit. It's a little tricky getting up here, but it's not too bad. Fog's not too bad either. It's kind of thin, but it's here. It's cold. I wore 2 jackets coming up here. So there's some current here. I'm just below the cable. Throw a 32nd ounce black jig with a black head and 2-pound line. Work this area up here for a little bit. I've got the trolling motor on anchor mode, so it's holding me in one spot. Got quite a few fish midging up here. Ooh, I just missed one. Gosh, I can't believe I missed that fish. Well, I might have missed my opportunity to catch one. Ooh, nope. He hit it when the jig was almost directly below the boat. Just like it's swinging it. They have really been liking black jig lately. Oh, come here. I need a longer handled net. Yeah, I barely had him hooked. Nice little rainbow. About 13 and a half or so. I'm going to stay in one spot for just a little bit, and I'm going to kind of work my way down. Dwayne's up here throwing crankbaits with a couple of guys. Passed him down there at the rebar. And there's a guy above me throwing crankbait, or a stick bait. Ow. I'll recast. Don't have a lot of hair on this jig. I will, missed him, mention, if you come up here and fish, whether you're wading or boating or anything, they don't want you going above that cable. They get kind of fussy about that. You know, I've seen guides even, when they boat up, they'll run past the cable and then they start fishing once they're down below the cable. They don't want you doing that. That's kind of a security issue for them. The other thing is, you're not supposed to fish above the cable. You can't go to the cable and cast above the cable. There's no fishing and no boating above that cable. And our agents, they kind of like sit up here on this bluff with binoculars, and they'll watch boaters. And the reason I know that is I got a phone call from our local agent one time. It's been several years ago. And I was down here fishing kind of like this. And I wasn't above the cable, but I caught a nice brown and released it. He called me right after that and complimented me on my fish that I caught. So I said, "Where are you at?" He said, "Well, if I tell you, I'd have to kill you." So he's got a spot. I think I'm hitting bottom. It's not very deep up here. That wasn't bottom. That sun's starting to peek up over the trees. It's going to be a beautiful day. This one's a little bigger than the first one. Not really. Maybe a little heavier. Not much longer. Again, I got him right in the tip of the nose. Dwayne said they caught 3 white bass and a smallmouth up here this morning while they were up here fishing. I see some midges coming off. They're pretty small. A few fish midging. He's back there by my motor. He's trying to hide behind my motor. I'll cut my line. I really shouldn't do this. I think that might be a tad bigger. There we go. Yeah, I imagine it's only about 4 or 5 foot deep up here, the deepest. With the water off, you can just about... I've come over here and waded with the water off. There are some spots that'll get up to your chest, but for the most part it's 3 foot or less. I just missed one. Ah, just missed another one. I think my buddy left. Oop, maybe that wasn't a bite. He must have drifted bum down. Let's see. Here? No. I'm gonna go ahead and drift down a little ways. Spit it out. Got to run up to the Fly Expo this morning. We've been talking about it, and I put the information in the description of yesterday's video of where it's at, the times and stuff. There are some very, very talented and accomplished fly tyers that come to this. If you want to see or learn anything about fly tying, these expos are the perfect things to go to, because these guys will. I'm gonna check this out. Yeah, I don't have any feathers left on this jig. None. I'm going to tie one on. I've got a 16th ounce on another rod, but I don't want to throw that one. These guys come from all over the Midwest. To demonstrate to tie. And you can sit down in front of them and you can watch them tie what they're specialized in. A lot of them have a certain fly pattern that they tie that they're very good at, they're known for. Or you can come watch us tie jigs, which is very simple. Very easy. Tie jigs. I'm going to hit anchor mode one more time, and somebody just texted me. The last couple of years they've charged to get into this event, and this year it's free, so you can come and spend the whole day there. They have a food bar where you can get a hamburger or hot dog. They had gumbo yesterday. They have casting demonstrations, fly casting demonstrations. I don't know why it does that. They don't like this jig. I think it's basically the same jig, but I don't know. Fishing got slower all of a sudden. I know it's just not the spot that I was fishing. There are fish all through here. Oh, there's one. I'm getting pretty close to the island down here, which means I need to get over some. This is kind of a small one. I'll hit the anchor mode one more time. Then I'm gonna have to turn around and head home. Yeah, I'm still a little ways from the island. It just gets too shallow to boat over on this side down towards the island. There's a bump. Missed him. Because of the cooler temperatures and less humidity, it's the fog in the mornings on the lake is just, it's not as thick, and you can boat pretty quick before the sun comes up. But once that sun comes up, it magnifies the fog. Oh, I missed him. Magnifies the fog where you can't see through it as well. So if you wanted to boat up here early in the morning, you got to do it before 6:30. Right now, that's about the time I left the docks, about 6:30. You can leave as early as 6 and be fine. Yeah, I'm gonna have to head back pretty soon. It's gonna be a little tough. I'm gonna have to be boating it right into the sun. It's gonna take me a while to get home. I was hoping for a big fish, but little fish are gonna have to do. That's fine. Ooh, lost him. These aren't little, they're good fish. All fish are good. Aha. I don't know if you just saw what I did when I got down and started swinging. The jig started swinging. I back reeled a couple times and it made that jig drop. That's when he hit it. These fish are all about the same size. Oh, okay, I gotta do it one more time. See it swinging, and I do that, and it makes that jig drop a little bit. Just gotta be careful not to get all tangled up. Okay, I guess I'm done. Let's set the hook on that one. I'm sure my knot got weak. Probably should retie your jig every 100 fish. Well, it happens. That's it. Thanks for watching. We'll do it again tomorrow.